Live from WSLS, this is 10 News at 6, working for you.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Now at 6, an alleged assault at a local business.
What the hell is wrong with you?
We're working for you with the story behind this violent dispute.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Brittany McGraw.
I'm John Carlin. A violent encounter captured on camera.
It involved a Roanoke County business owner and a customer asking for a return.
And although it happened in June, this cell phone video was shared online this week, with many people then asking how a business owner can treat someone like this and get away with it.
New at 6 tonight, 10 News reporter McKinley Struthers spoke with everybody involved and the Commonwealth's attorney who fought for charges. He's live tonight to explain it all. McKinley.
I spoke one-on-one with a customer who says all she wanted was her money back. I also spoke one-on-one with the owner of this business who informed her that they only do store credits. They don't do refunds. When she didn't want that, he asked her to leave. And then he says she refused to do so. So he took matters into his own hands.
You don't want us here, that's fine. We'll just take our money elsewhere.
Okay,
yeah, well, can I have my money back?
No, you're going out the door.
Can I have my money back?
She's going out the door.
Go.
She's going out
can
the
I have my money back?
I'm telling you.
Can I have my money back?
Damn door. Get the out of
my money back, please.
This was in late June at Exotics and Aquatics in Roanoke County. Judea Strong says she was wrong.
His mom tries to grab me and throw me out. Don't put your hands on me. Don't touch me. Several people are trying to hold him back like he's absolutely enraged.
About to give me my money back. Do that.
From there, things get shaky. Strong says he picked her up and threw her out the door. She left concussed and bruised.
No, that's not true.
Daniel Rosen tells a different story, one he says starts before this recording.
Well, for 2 years, her and her boyfriend came into the store and belittled my employees and always was berating my mother.
He says Strong did not record her cursing out his mother, the lady here, before going to the counter. Strong denies doing that. He says he never picked Strong up. They tripped and fell over this rug.
That your response was excessive?
No, because she was standing there with the camera pointed down and her middle finger pointed at us.
You don't put your hands on somebody, especially someone 3 times smaller than you.
It all started because Strong's boyfriend took to Facebook posting this scathing review of the business.
They banned him. They told him, we would like if you not come back to the store.
She believed it was just her boyfriend banned, so she returned. Rosen was charged with assault and battery, but was found not guilty this week by a substitute judge.
Why share the story now?
After the charges were dismissed and everything, I was like, well, this isn't right. I can't let this happen, so I want to let other people know.
Rosen says since Strong took to Facebook, his business has been getting calls accusing him of racism, even though Strong did not mention race in my conversation or in her Facebook post.
I assure you, I'm not a racist. I have many ethnicities working for me, and I'm friends with them.
Roanoke County Commonwealth's attorney Brian Hollihan sent me this statement. He said in part, quote, at trial it was our position that the defendant's use of force was unreasonable and exceeded that which was legally justified under the circumstances. My prosecutor requested that the defendant be found guilty as charged, end quote. Back out here live, the surveillance footage from inside no longer exists. Even if it did, Rosen said it didn't capture any good vantage point of what played out that day. So all that's left tonight is the 2 opposing tales of what happened in June, and of course that cell phone footage you saw in this story. We're live tonight in Roanoke County. I'm McKinley Struthers, 10 News, working for you.
Turning now to our forecast, where we have been feeling a slight cool down ahead of yet another warm-up.
And Chief Meteorologist Jeff Hanwich is here to show us what to expect. Another warm-up, Jeff?
Yeah, temperatures today in the 50s. I think temperatures tomorrow well into the 60s again. And it looks like the warmest day is still to come on Saturday. Saturday could have highs like 70 to 73 in some areas. Here's a look at the radar here at 6:04, and you'll notice that it is all dry for us. We're going to stay dry here all night long. Now, your hourly planner showing temperatures eventually falling down to near 40 as we head, say, towards 10 o'clock. There'll be some scattered clouds around this evening. Otherwise, it's just else, looks like it's going to be a cool and dry night. Want to talk to you about Comet Leonard. From now through Friday, December the 17th, here's how to look for it. You want to look into the evening sky, very low on the horizon, and you want to look with binoculars. Now, I will tell you, if you want more information on Comet Leonard, we have more information and more stories on WSLS.com. Just know that this is not drawn to scale, and Comet Leonard will again be very close to the horizon. Your Thursday planner showing temperatures starting out tomorrow in the 30s, highs in the mid to upper 60s. Warm tomorrow, dry tomorrow, under a mix of sun and clouds. Brittany, John.
Thank you, Jeff. School threats are on the rise, and if it's a prank, it could still lead to serious consequences. Just last week, a Brookville High School teen was arrested for making threats on Facebook. Campbell County administrators have trained threat assessment teams, and they also follow a protocol to find out where the threat came from and if it's real. School leaders hope the recent arrest sets an example moving forward of just how serious this is.
Like many districts in our region, Bedford County Public Schools is facing a bus driver shortage, but they're working to solve that. 10 News reporter Tim Harfman is working for you to learn how you can get behind the wheel.
Bedford County Public Schools is part of a growing trend across the country. They don't have enough bus drivers to transport children.
Unfortunately, we've had to cancel on some bus routes, particularly in the last month, and that puts it on mom and dad to get their children to and from school, which can be a real hardship on our families.
On any day, we have from 15 to 20 people out due to illness, family issues, and things like that.
School leaders say they have nearly 170 bus drivers for just about that many routes, but they need more people. They started the school year with about 20 vacancies, and right now they still need about 5 more drivers. So the district's putting the pedal to the metal, making sure the wheels on the bus go round and round all through the town. They're offering classes, preparing people for the written portion of the bus driver exam. Once you pass, the district will train you on their buses.
All of their training will be done by our VDOE certified trainers, and we have 4 in the county. So no matter where you live, we can provide you a trainer. We will work on your schedule.
Superintendent Dr. Mark Bergen says in his 3 decades as an educator, he's done just about every job except get behind the wheel. So he's one of 16 people signed up to be a substitute driver.
I feel it's important for me when I'm talking with our community and I'm trying to encourage people to come and work for us and serve the community that I have some firsthand knowledge about what that work is like.
It's too late to join this set of classes, but leaders say they might offer more lessons early next year. In Bedford County, Tim Harfman, 10 News, working for you.
And new at 6, a new $1 million lab is going to help put our region on the map. 10 News reporter Sydney Jackstimer is live in Blacksburg, where the announcement took place this afternoon. So, Sydney, what's this mean for the area?
Well, officials are saying this is key for research and innovation. This newly approved grant will be used to build new laboratories inside of Virginia Tech's Corporate Research Center. And that means more jobs, 125 of them over the next 5 years. Now, the $1.1 million grant from Go Virginia Coalition will provide 25 spots for companies to utilize the new lab space. A key part of this expansion is a new collaboration with Johnson & Johnson. This partnership will help support research getting out of the lab and into the marketplace for commercialization.
We can have great discoveries, but what Johnson & Johnson with J Labs, what they want to do is make sure that it gets out of the lab and into the clinic and into the hospital.
Now, coming up at 11, I'll explain how this new space will impact the economy in the New River and Roanoke Valleys. In Blacksburg, Sydney Jackstimer, 10 News, working for you.
New tonight, a big honor for local students. An engine building team showed off their skills at the Burton Center for Arts and Technology today. This is time-lapse video of their demonstration as they assembled a car engine in minutes. The team took home their 4th national championship last weekend.
I always tell them hard work pays off. If you work hard for something and go after it, you will do quite well. And we're seeing that. We do quite well for a little old school in Salem, Virginia.
Each team member also won a $10,000 scholarship.
Wow. A new plan to tackle inflation, what the Federal Reserve is considering to help cut costs.
Plus, a major donation thanks to the Hokies, the unique campaign working to fight hunger over the holidays.
Americans will likely see rate hikes in the new year as the Federal Reserve fights against inflation. The central bank expected to raise interest rates at levels higher than were projected in September. This is due to growing pressure to respond to the historic surge in prices.
The clock is ticking to pass President Joe Biden's Build Back Better legislation before year's end. One of the top priorities is the extension of the child tax credit. If it doesn't pass, thousands of kids in Virginia could miss out on relief and benefits.
That January payment is in jeopardy, and perhaps even payments after that. And so we need to make sure that it's done so that people have access to those payments.
Without enough support, the Senate is planning on delaying a vote until next year. Hokies are helping the hungry through touchdowns for turkeys.
Kroger pledged to donate 10 birds for every one that happened this year, every touchdown. And then the grocery chain also decided to go for an extra point with another 100 turkeys.
10 News photojournalist Greg Moore was there today as the football team unloaded the truck at Feeding Southwest Virginia.
Oh, that's so cool. So I love gadgets. I'm a big gadget guy. And this just blows my mind. I woke up this morning ready to go. I got me a little workout in, and then I was like, yep, going to Versailles and come pack some boxes up. There's some good black beans in there. I mean, this will feed me for a good minute. This is fun. This is an awesome time. It warms my heart. It's really cool to come out here and just give back to the community. I think it always feels good to do that.
Oh, they are. They're definitely heavy.
Those things were heavy. And they were like 25-pound turkeys in each hand. They were good. They were a good amount of size.
Now we moving. Being part of this is really an honor and a blessing. Got it brewing now. To take time to give back to the community in the midst of getting ready for bowl practice, finishing up finals, you know, it gives us a chance to take a step back and actually understand and see the bigger picture of why we're doing this.
They're all doing a great job. We just love Virginia Tech. Generosity is a wonderful thing.
Everyone would get a turkey, that would be great.
They're not only just touching turkeys, they're touching hearts.
Your local weather authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
All is quiet for us here across southwest central and southside Virginia. A couple of showers north of us, but the big weather story going on west of us. That's where we have a very, very strong and powerful front and low pressure system, not only bringing severe weather, but also bringing snow and a ton of wind. We actually have a level 4 out of 5 risk for more severe weather late this afternoon into this evening for portions of Minnesota and Iowa. This includes areas, say, near Rochester, Minnesota, areas very close to Des Moines in Iowa, Storm Lake, Iowa. That is where we could have more in the way of damaging tornadoes here over the next 6 to 12 hours or so. We'll be watching that very closely for you here at your local weather authority. Now, I do want to tell you that we have seen wind gusts over 100 miles per hour in portions of New Mexico and Kansas. We've got wind advisories and high wind warnings extending from the U.S.-Canada border all the way south to the U.S.-Mexico border. Without question, this is some of the strongest wind we've seen in the better part of the last 12 months out across our nation's heartland. For us, though, we're going to be pretty quiet tonight. We're going to have skies really nothing worse than partly cloudy. As we head into Thursday, nice mix of sun and clouds. Tomorrow night, a stray shower or two is possible for us. On Friday, we're going to have maybe a slightly better chance for some spotty showers. The best chance for isolated showers on Friday will come for us from lunchtime on. So about a 30 to 35% chance for a few showers for us on Friday. Ditto for the day on Saturday. Simply put, Friday and Saturday, some of us get wet, others stay dry. 46 right now in Lynchburg, 50 in Roanoke, 42 Blacksburg. You're already down to 41 in Martinsville. Tonight, not quite as cold. Overnight lows between 34 and 41. For the day tomorrow, warmer, maybe even a touch breezy at times. Otherwise, a nice mix of sun and clouds. Highs in the mountains tomorrow, 62 to 68. Outside the mountains, 65 to 70. Extended forecast showing the warmest day being Saturday, highs around 70. Then we fall into the 40s and 50s Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We're going to have some spotty showers Friday and Saturday with the best chance for rain those 2 days in the mountains. Maybe a slight chance for a shower next Tuesday and Wednesday. Appy?
All right, Jeff, it's a busy day around the Commonwealth on this National Signing Day. We'll hear from the college coaches on today's critical business that is recruiting. Sports is next.
And now, the Freedom First Sports Desk with John Appicello.
It's a talented group. We're excited to get them on campus, and we're really looking forward to get them, to get to know them all better. It's been a whirlwind for them too. A transition is never easy on anybody involved, and these kids and these families that stuck with Virginia Tech, it says a lot about them.
Loyalty, the theme in the Commonwealth this year. Virginia Tech signing 19 on this National Signing Day, 11 completing prep careers in Virginia, with Pry expecting 12 to enroll early. Now in Charlottesville, their transition is even more recent. Coach Tony Elliott seeing 10 student athletes signing to UVA despite Broncos' imminent departure.
In this day and age, it just shows that these young men are full of character. They understand why they made the decision. They're committed to the University of Virginia. They didn't necessarily commit to a coach. I know that they had tremendous relationships with Bronco and his staff, but it just shows that they came to Virginia because they fell in love with the University of Virginia.
And at Liberty, the build continues towards Conference USA. Coach Freeze with no rest as the final recruiting parallels preparation for their bowl game this weekend.
It's been a crazy 2.5 weeks, but, having 10 mid-year signees and 7 others signed today is, we really hit on most every target.
All right, and locally, we had plenty of action, including in Daleville, where the Cavaliers of Coach Jamie Harless continue to churn out D1 talent. Region finalist this fall, Lord Botetourt 4-star lineman Gunnar Givens was a commit before the season, and despite a dedicated push from some ACC rivals, he signed on in Blacksburg. And 6'6", 300-pound lineman Hunter McLean joins Gunnar. He's headed to the Hokies as well. The Cavaliers' pipeline to college football is alive and well.
I don't know what role I played in it, but I know this. I know we got a great support system here and everybody that's been involved. The teachers in this building are fantastic, and they do a great job getting the kids ready to play. Our administration, our school board, the county, just a, great place for these kids to grow and nourish and become the kind of players that people want on the next level.
State runner-ups this fall, Liberty Christian Academy sending a trio of football talent to the big time. Linebacker Dylan Stowers going to Army, quarterback Davis Lane to UVA, and 5-star lineman Zach Rice to UNC. Toss in Jordan Robbins, who will be running track at UNC Wilmington, and the Bulldogs have plenty of reason to be proud.
Just the fact that they will go to major universities representing LCA. I believe all of them will be very successful where they go, and certainly carry on the LCA mantle as they move on into their careers. So we're just so proud and humbled by the whole thing.
Hidden Valley sending 4 student athletes to the next level. Ashton Carroll signing a D1 football scholarship at Ball State. Titan Volleyball's Cameron Davenport to Cedarville University. And 2 golfers inking today as well. Slade Aliff will play at Emory and Henry. Emerson Bartley on the links at Randolph-Macon College.
This is really exciting for us. This is great news, obviously, that we want to share with the community and everybody in the Roanoke Valley, because whenever you have the opportunity to have 4 student athletes go on to compete at the collegiate level, it's something you definitely are proud of, and we are proud of them here at Hidden Valley High School.
And another big one today, Tyrell Dobson of Radford to VMI, part of an 8-player class. The NFL continues a COVID mess. Washington's list is 18, and the Ferrum women in action tonight. Back to you.
All right, NBC Nightly News coming up next.
We will see you back here at 7.